Menstrual cycle is nothing but it is one of the which is characterized by the flow or which is characterized by the bleeding, where this menstrual cycle starts at the puberty. So the first menstrual cycle which starts at the puberty, that is called as the menarche, where in every female the first menstrual cycle which takes place at puberty is called as the menarche. So next is menopause, which is opposite to the menarche. In case of menopause, what happens is the menstrual cycle completely stops. It gets pauses. It gets pauses at the age of about 45 to 50 years. During this time, in every female, this menstrual cycle or the menopause happens, where no more menstrual cycle takes place. So this is the menstrual cycle. This menstrual cycle, the word itself has a cycle, right? So it follows some of the phases, which are mainly 4 phases. So let's study them one by one. In menstrual cycle, the first phase is the menstrual phase. So it is the first phase of the menstrual phase. And one more thing, this menstrual cycle will be repeating at every or at an interval of about 28 to 29 days, and it may vary from person to person. So coming to menstrual phase, it is the first phase of the menstrual cycle which starts from first day to 5th day of those 28 days or each cycle, where it is characterized by the flow of red fluid through vagina, where in case of menstrual cycle the LH hormone will be reduced and the endometrium wall gets degenerates and it breaks. It gets mixes with the blood vessels and comes out through the vagina as the red fluid, or we can simply say that is bleeding. So in case of menstrual cycle, what are the events occurs is the LH hormone will be in a low level and endometrium wall degenerates. Please do remember this. And one more thing is, in each and every phase, the hormones play an important role. So please remember the role and regulation of each and every hormone. So coming to the next phase, that is follicular phase, which takes place in the 6 to 30 days of the menstrual cycle. Follicular phase is nothing but where the development and growth of the follicles takes place, where the primary follicle grows to become a mature grafting follicle, which is induced by the hormones which are secreted or released by the gonadotropins. Okay, the gonadotropin releases 2 hormones called LH and FSH. So this FSH acts on the follicles, where FSH is a follicular stimulating hormone, right? So FSH acts on these follicles to develop the follicle, and also this FSH stimulates the secretion of the estrogen hormone, where these helps the production or the growth of the follicles. Here in case of follicular phase, it is also called as the proliferation phase. So why that proliferation phase? It is nothing but the cell division, where endometrium gets regenerates, whereas in case of menstrual phase the endometrium wall degenerates or it breaks, but in follicular phase that endometrium wall regenerates. So here the secretion of the FSH hormone and LH hormone will be high. So what happens here? Endometrium wall will get regenerates, and also due to the ovarian hormones or these gonadotropin hormones, what happens is the LH and FSH hormones will secrete at a maximum level. Especially this LH, what happens is it will reach at a peak. Its peak, the secretion will be very rapid and it reaches its maximum level. That is called as the LH surge. So what is LH surge? Please remember this term. LH surge is nothing but the rapid secretion of the luteinizing hormone, where it will be at its peak. called as the LH surge. So the LH hormone and FSH hormone again stimulates or which induces that graphene follicle to get ruptured and produce the ovum. So what happens? That graphene follicle will get ruptured and produces the ovum. That is called as the ovulatory phase where ovulation occurs. That is the ovum is produced. On 14th day is the midday of the menstrual cycle where this LH surge will happen. Or in the sense the LH hormone secretion will be very more. Soon after this ovulatory phase, it again moves to the one more phase, that is luteal phase, or it is also called as the secretory phase, where many hormones and endometrium and some hormones are secreted here. In case of this ovulatory phase, where the ovum is released and other part of the ruptured graphene follicles will be there, right? Those particles, those ruptured graphene follicles will get converted into a yellow body structure called corpus luteum. Under the influence of these hormones, those ruptured particles of the graphene follicle gets converted into a yellow body structure that is called as the corpus luteum. So this corpus luteum, it secretes a hormone called progesterone, and this progesterone, what it does is it helps or it maintains the endometrium. Why it maintains the endometrium is to give or for the purpose of implantation of the fertilized egg, where the further pregnancy events takes place. If the egg is not fertilized, then what happens is this corpus luteum gets degenerates and again the wall of the endometrium breaks and again it leads to the menstrual phase where one more cycle or the one more menstrual cycle takes place. This is about the menstrual cycle where it has these four phases. Each and every phase has its own characteristics under the regulation of hormone, that is LH and FSH, and also the estrogen and progesterone. This is about the menstrual cycle. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and thank you everyone. Stay tuned and focus on these things. Thank you everybody. Bye bye.